Okay, so we're going to look at the summary page now. And as you can see, provided you've filled in all the information, you'll have a few boxes appearing on the right, such as send client summary, send advisor summary, finalise, and create mirror will. Now it's important to mention that if any information has not been filled out correctly, then you will not see these boxes. In other words, if you haven't got all the information to create a valid will, you won't be able to send a summary or even finalise it. Now in the event that you have got some information missing, you'll notice the box which says summary details below. Now within that there'll be red boxes around saying what information's missing if you've failed to enter an executor, for instance. Okay, so starting with the summaries first, if you send the client a summary, now you remember earlier in the software it asked for the client's email address. Now what that'll do is that'll send an email to the email address that had the client's name on it. And so send advisor summary, that's pretty much self-explanatory. It's going to go to the email address that we put for yourself. Now we'd probably recommend that you always send the summary to yourself first for you to check over, as there might be a few things that you want to attach to it and forward onto the client, such as the terms of business perhaps if you're taking instructions over the phone. And then moving on to finalise, basically finalise is the button that will use a will live, so be very careful in making sure that you have everything you need before you're ready to finalise, because once you've used the will live you can't get them back. And so we'll show you after we've discussed the mirror will what finalise actually opens up for you. So quickly moving on to mirror will, you simply click the button to create a mirror will, and then you'll notice at the top there's a little button that says here, a little in blue. If you click that, that will create the mirror will and take you through to that client. Now if you do have mirror clients, you're going to want to send them both a draft, and so you're always going to hit create mirror will before finalising on 99 times out of 100 where you've got mirror clients. So always do that before finalising. Okay, so presuming the client's checked the summary and he's happy with everything, all you're going to need to do now is finalise the wills. Now if you imagine that you've already mirrored the will before, you're going to have to finalise it twice, once for the client and obviously once for the spouse or partner. So once we've finalised, you'll notice a couple of other options after it's finished updating, as you can see now, and there you see email to client and email to advisor, as well as being able to download the will. Now we wouldn't recommend really emailing the will to the client. We always think it's better to clip it in-house and post it to your client, but you've got the options there to either email it to yourself, email it to the client, like I say, it's probably not the best way to go, or download the will, which will allow you to download it as a PDF on the machine you're on now. So we'll show you what happens when you do that. So as you can see, it downloads, it'll ask you how you want to open it, and you're going to want to open it as a PDF. And then you'll notice that the will appear, and there's your will with all the information entered. Now if you've got your company logo attached to the software, then that'll appear on the front, as well as any company details of yourself. And then really from this page you can just print it, clip it together, package it and post it to your clients. So we've been through the client inputting screens and also how to finalise and also send a summary. So there's not really much more to do in respect of the inputting of any case, but one thing that the Willmaker Direct software does do is pull all the information together that you've actually entered into the software. Now this is going to be useful for anybody wanting to write out to clients or even contact clients via email or telephone by clicking the data export above. Now this is good in terms of referrals because as you can see, once you click that, it brings together all of the information from all of your cases that you've actually entered. So here you can see we've got sort of finished cases with incomplete bits on there, and obviously some other cases we've got full lists of people that we want to talk to. So that's pretty much that. Now the exporting you can do on a single client basis or from the whole of the software pulled together, so it's entirely up to you how you use it. Okay, so thanks for watching the video. If you have any queries, then please do not hesitate to contact us on the details shown on the screen now.